Right, welcome ladies and gents. Thought I'd do an update on this because I covered it when it first dropped. This is Zara Pythian, an up-and-coming actress, a sort of mixed martial artist. Biggest film she's been in was working alongside Mads Mikkelsen and Benedict Cumberbatch in Doctor Strange. So, fairly up-and-coming. Yes, she was one of the sort of acolytes, the cult followers of Mads Mikkelsen, but she took front and centre quite a lot in that film. In terms of being one of his right-hand men. And then she's been moving up through the indie film scene, so low-budget indie film scene, because of her mixed martial arts and obviously wanting to become an actress. And turns out her and her husband have now been found guilty of, well, basically being pedos. And now, yeah, I mean, it's just disgusting. The mind boggles. Now, at the time when I first dropped this, people said, "Oh, you shouldn't be so quick to judge. Calm down, etc., because you're basically doing what Amber Heard did to Johnny Depp." And I'm like, well, slightly different here. They're actually in court. There's enough evidence to indicate the UK, when it's not sort of a high-profile situation, very rarely will they take things to court. There has to be enough evidence for them to take it to court, basically to prosecute. And they took it to court. And lo and behold, they've now been found guilty. So there was plenty of evidence, it seems. And this is quite an interesting read. And I think it goes some way to explaining... They're not all like this. I know. But there is a culture within Hollywood of this type of behaviour. And I'm not necessarily just speaking about the pedo stuff. But there is a culture within Hollywood of sort of depravity. Right? We know that. We've heard it from individuals. I mean, even, just to be straight down the line, even Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Johnny Depp's, quite a depraved individual with his sort of vice habits that he has. So, I'm not being biased here. It's just something which Hollywood has. It has an issue with depravity. Obviously, this is to another extreme, FYI, because when we get into it, you'll be like, Jesus Christ, this is really bad. So the Hollywood actress plied a teen with Captain Morgan's dark rum before making her perform acts on her husband, Victor Mark, during a 3-year abuse of this individual. And this is her in Doctor Strange. So she appeared in Doctor Strange alongside Benedict Cumberbatch. She said the allegations were ridiculous. But there was always something a bit fishy about this whole situation. So Mark, who's 59 now, he got with Zara when she was a very young girl anyway. And I think he left his current partner to be with her. He likes young girls. And it's not, it's not even up for debate. Like, this isn't defamatory. He's now been convicted. He's a pedo, right? He is a pedo. So we can kind of establish that he went with Zara for a reason. That is his vice. That's what he likes. Youngsters. So the youngster, this is the kid that they did stuff with, was tragically abused once or twice a month until she was finally able to free herself. And that is just, the damage that's been done is irreparable there. So martial arts and taekwondo master, Mark, 59, basically did abuse this girl about 20 times on different occasions, jurors heard. Now, Mark, who the Sun says a creep, and just the fact that this is from the Sun, don't worry about it. Like, this is what's happened. These are statements of facts, just as an FYI. Like, they have been convicted, they have been found guilty. These are statements that's been taken from police, right? This is what the Crown Court heard. So yes, the Sun is a shit rag, but they are just stating facts here. So the creep branded the allegations pedo shit when quizzed by officers after his arrest, Nottingham Crown Court was told. He said he was really angry to be accused and told officers, if you're trying to say I'm a pedo, I'm not. Well, the jury found you unanimously guilty, so yes, you're a pedo. Mark said he'd had consensual with a teen when she was 18, something his wife only discovered during her police interview. It was heard. That's unlikely. Pythian told detectives she'd never had any form of contact with the girl, calling it BS. However, the star, 37, admitted to having an X-rated sex kit. I don't know what a sex kit is. including videos of her having sex with other men. And when questioned, Pythian, who was 19, there you go, pretty damn young, when Mark was old as well, significantly older, when she first got together with Mark, said they'd filmed their sex life with a GoPro camera and were into swinging. I mean, look, there's no accounting for class here. You know, get the old GoPro out, I guess. Point of view and all that. Upon discovering her husband had revealed he'd had sex with her accuser, she said she felt confused. Surely you felt sick, no? Adding that she'd like to have known about it. Alright. Weird reaction, but fine, I guess. Oh, none of this is fine, by the way, ladies and gents. None of this is fine at all. It's disgusting. So the teen told the court she'd regularly stay with the couple at their home, and on one occasion, Pythian, also a martial expert, gave her a run before asking if she wanted to play dares. Mark then had sex with Pythian and the girl, and the abuse continued until the girl turned 18. So, disgusting. It included Mark asking her to record him and Pythian together in an attempt to recreate porno scenes. Mark of Ravenshead, Nottinghamshire, denied in court that he was attracted to girls aged in their early teens. Mate, you got with a 19-year-old. And I bet you anything, if we get pictures of what she looked like at 19, she'd look young. I bet you anything. He repeatedly broke down in the witness box as he denied touching one victim sexually and said that the other complainant had given him oral sex when he was drunk and she had turned 18. Oh, just convenient, right? He told the jury there were no excuses. I've apologised to my wife. It's funny, isn't it? He's making it about an infidelity issue when they're swingers rather than a pedo issue. I mean, there is some comedy there. It's ridiculous. Pythian of Mansfield in Nottinghamshire would have been 20 or 21 around the time the abuse started. So this guy's a groomer, right? Like Zara was groomed. These girls have been groomed. He is the groomer. She's disgusting for taking part, but she was groomed as well. Well, Mark of Ravenshead near Mansfield was 42 or 43. So, just to put it in perspective, Mark, at aged 40, right? At aged 40, got with a 19-year-old. So, and you're trying to tell me he's not a pedo? Alright then. You're trying to tell me he's not attracted to young girls? Alright then. Come on. Behave. Pythian branded it ridiculous as she gave evidence in her defence, telling jurors that the activity that she described did not happen and is fabricated. But the victim wept as she told jurors how she finally revealed her darkest secret. Officers had visited her mum's home to say another girl had claimed she was abused by Mark, and the victim said she would never have come forward and planned to die with my shame. But she had recently become a mum and felt she had no option to speak my truth. Well, the truth. Unanimously guilty. So Marks, or the Marks, who the court was told commanded admiration and respect within the martial arts world, not anymore, jointly denied 14 counts of sexual activity with a child. There's been loads of people that have come out on that video, by the way, who know these individuals and gone, yeah, they are a bit weird. Like, we always thought they were. And you can see it now. Like, these things come to light and you go, yeah, goddamn, what a strange bunch of people. Claiming the allegations were false, but they were unanimously found guilty of all charges by jurors following a 2-week trial, so there was enough evidence. Victor was also convicted of 4 counts of indecent assault with another girl between 2002 and 2003. So he's convicted of stuff anyway. Zara wept as the verdicts were delivered, while Victor was raised. So he just raised his eyes and blew out his cheeks. I mean, that's a sign of defeat more than anything. Judge Mark Watson will decide at 2 p.m. today when the pair will be sentenced. Previously, Pythian told the court how she was spotted while taking part in a martial arts tournament in the US, after which she took part in Guinness World Record attempts on Sky TV and did lots of stunt work. She then began working her way up the ladder, and in 2016 was successful in auditioning for the role of brunette zealot in Doctor Strange, which grossed loads of money at the box office. Senior Crown Prosecutor Nicole Hepburn of the CPS said this was an appalling case of exploitation, a position of trust and respect to gain sexual gratification. Victor Mark ruthlessly took advantage of the age of vulnerability of these girls, as well as his status as an admired coach. He then made them feel special and listened to. That's grooming. He groomed them and then abused them. Zara Mark similarly exploited a position to perpetuate child abuse. There you go, abuse. Grooming, child abuse. Both defendants have denied their actions, instead blaming the victims and accusing them of lying. Thanks to their evidence given clearly and credibly in court, the Marks themselves have been exposed as the true liars. It does take courage to stand up to your abusers and give evidence in this way, and I would like to express my respect and gratitude to the survivors for everything they've done to ensure that marks are held responsible for their criminal actions. This abuse may have occurred some years ago, but that makes it no less serious, and nor is it a barrier to justice. I would encourage anyone who's been abused in the past to come forward with the knowledge that the CPS will take your case seriously. Unless, of course, in the UK, you're white and it's against a bunch of Southeast Asian men, because that's something which is going on in the UK at the moment, and they don't take it seriously. So, yeah, there you have it, I guess. Disgusting people. Let me know what you think, though. I mean, it's not going to be pretty, but drop your thoughts down below.